I've been dreaming of an orc army ever since I had to paint one for the Wall of Shame series. The green skin, the checkerboard freehanding, the zany chaos of that faction's lore, it's all so good. But I already have so many armies, I really can't justify buying more. So yeah, I found a great deal on orcs through my local community Discord group, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I messaged the guy and he accepted my offer. He even wound up throwing in some resin tank busters for free. Some of the stuff was built, some of it was new in box, including the Gorkanaut, and none of it was painted, so I was stoked. This first big influx of troops brought the army up to 960 points, and while those weren't the most meta picks, they were all really cool models that I was interested in collecting. If they suck on the tabletop, it won't be the end of the world. Except they didn't end up sucking because I won my first game out with them. So honestly, don't listen to the meta, just get really lucky. That's the orc way, baby! Now I already had those commandos from before, and I picked up 5 more Ludas and a box of Gretchen, so at this point my list looked like this. At this point I'd spent a total of $386 for 1,175 points, and I was feeling really good about the deals I'd gotten so far that had helped me keep the price per point down. But I also wanted to make sure I was making some progress on the painting and building side too. So before expanding much more, it was time to paint some orcs. I actually didn't force myself to do much batch painting at the start, opting instead to feel out the army and paint single models a couple of nights a week, just all in one go. I also didn't limit myself to just one color scheme for the army. Orcs don't believe in that regimented nonsense, so we've got bad moons, evil suns, maybe we'll even get some free Buddhas and blood axes in here at some point. My idea is to paint each unit based on what clan they would likely belong to. Ultimately, Ghazghkull Thraka is calling all the clans to the Big Wa, so they're all coming along for the party anyway. The cars are obviously evil suns because the red ones go faster. That's one of the best parts of orc lore. If you aren't familiar, the orcs have a weird power called color magic. Their belief that the color red makes things go faster literally makes things go faster. Blue gives them more luck, black makes them tougher, and purple turns them invisible. At least according to the community. I think that last one might not be canon yet. For the cars, I'm leaning into the airbrush for the majority of the paint job, then just picking out all the details later. I'm also painting the orc pilot and Gretchen helpers separately and then adding them into the cars later on in the process. Around this point, it was also Grot Week, where GW showed off all the cute little Gretchen we'll be getting in the 11th edition launch box. That sparked my interest, so I started working on some of the Gretchen that I had, as well as the Bubble Chukka. I love painting green skin, and I've always loved goblins, so these were really fun models to paint. I just love that they have this manic joy that's directed at wanton destruction. The Grots are always firing guns that are much bigger than them, or working on crazy contraptions, or running around underfoot hauling ammo around for the big orc masters. The Gretchen also help the mechs with their crazy contraptions like the Bubble Chukka. These are highly unreliable guns, and you never know if you'll end up with a bunch of little chaff-clearing bubbles or a massive dense bubble geared towards blowing up tanks. I decided to use the Bad Moon color scheme for the mech gun because they're the richest clan, and putting together these zany contraptions would cost some serious teeth. That's right, the orc economy is built on teeth, and the Bad Moons are the richest clans because their teeth literally grow faster. Orc teeth regrow like sharks, so if you really need some cash to buy a big smash hammer or something, you can just rip some of your teeth out. Otherwise you go beat someone else to a pulp and use their teeth to pay for your ordnance. Bomb squigs are fun additions too. They're basically little critters that chase after things like tanks and then jump at them with their big chomping teeth. And oh yeah, they have ludicrous explosive devices strapped to them. This is the type of psychotic energy you find in the orc faction. And apparently plenty of the time, the bomb squig just chases a friendly vehicle and blows that up instead. But the orcs just think that's funny and keep using them. Now that we've built and painted some more of the army, it's time to continue expanding. At this point I added some knobs, some boys, and a big pack of warbikers, adding another $240 to our price total. Now we're starting to see the costs of just buying stuff piecemeal, and this will be the full army list until we get the Armageddon box. But for now, we've spent $626 for 1,580 points, giving us a point per dollar of 2.52. You can really see how buying stuff outside of deals and combo boxes just tanks the price per dollar for an army. But the Armageddon box is a great deal, so we'll have to see if that saves us. The next models I tackled were the War Bikers. These guys have so much character, they feel just like a scuzzy biker gang, which for me always reminds me of Tom Savini and his friends in Dawn of the Dead. The manic energy needed to pie a zombie in the face is the same kind of zany fun I imagine my orc army getting up to. If your enemy isn't putting up much of a fight, you might as well have some fun with them. Bikers and orcs is actually a perfect fit because they both represent the freedom to literally do exactly what you want. Orcs like fighting and drinking, so that's what they do. They don't even fear dying, they just hope that they die in some way that's funny, like getting your head blown off in some dramatic explosion or having a land speeder splat you like a pancake. You know, I can't imagine a funnier way to die than having your arm stuck in a blood pressure machine during a zombie attack. Once again, I leaned into the airbrush to get the bike started and then picked out the details with the brush. I also painted the bikers separately and added them back on later. One of my favorite parts of painting orcs is the chance to do freehands. Bad moon symbols, checkerboards, shark teeth, there's so many chances to practice my freehand. These little details are fun to add, and they're a great way to add some more character into your paint jobs. When I was finishing up the Breakaboys, I decided that every model needed checkerboards on its shoulder pads and some sort of bad moon symbol somewhere. Alright, the army is looking really good, but it really needs something. And right around this time, we got the Armageddon box. 20 more boys, 10 Gretchen, 2 new vehicles including a big old Docker rig, and finally we have our characters. The Pain Boy ready to shoot some Marines up with his earty syringe, the Banner Knob surfing on a tactical rock getting pumped, the Big Boss ready to crump some suckers, the Weird Boy here to vomit green acid goo all over his foes, and our leader, the biggest, baddest orc. We've got the War Boss. These are the legendary orcs that will lead this army to victory on the fields of Armageddon. I spent $142 for my half of the Armageddon box and split the Space Marine half with my friend, so that brings the final cost of our army to $768, a final points total of 2,260, and a final points per dollar of 2.94. But you're gonna have to wait until part 2 to see me paint those guys up, which will be a 24-hour painting challenge, by the way. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay tuned for future content, and if you want to see me paint more orcs right now, you can check this video out. Consider a channel membership if you want to support the channel. You get access to posts and polls on the channel for just $1 a month, and you get a shout out at the end of the video. So speaking of which, I want to give a big thank you to ShaneHelm2482 and Mary97794. I really appreciate the support. Bye for now, and remember to WAH!